And we're back once again, only on It's Last Call. Last Call, the alcohol, only on the lastcallpodcast.com. And joining me here, this young lady is going to be fighting October 4th at BKFC on BKFC 82. It is Mike Platinum Perry versus Jeremy Stevens. It's Frankie Edgar versus Jimmy Rivera. And this young lady will be defending her featherweight championship against Christine Ferea at women's bantamweight. I give you once again the Black Widow herself.
Thank you for having me.
Borga.
I just got to make one little correction. I'm not defending my title. We're going for a new title for the Queen of Violence at the weight class in between our weight classes.
So you're going up a weight class. She's not coming down to fight you. That seems unfair right off the bat. I'm like,
no,
she's just drop down. I mean, but you can
that's
just say, hey,
right.
bitch, go, eat some lettuce, drop down to 135.
That's not. Yeah, that's what I'm having to do. I'm cutting weight to fight her.
So why the hell is she doing it? Why couldn't she come up to you then? I mean, you're a champ. You gotta enforce your rules. Like, hey, I got the belt.
No, this is not for my title. This is for, she's the 125 champ. I'm the 145 champ. And we're meeting in the middle.
All right. So you're being too nice. I agree. You could have just said, hey, you want to fight me? Come up to 145. Just have a couple of extra.
Oh, yeah. No, I did say that. Oh, sorry. I have people calling in. But yeah, no, I did say that. But she's too scared to fight me at my weight class. Little does she know that I'm going to be literally the exact weight that I fight at when I step back in that ring. So
So on a serious note, so let's talk about this weight cut, because it's one thing to walk around at 145 and fight at 145. Now you're cutting that extra 10 pounds. And
well, it's 137 and a pound allowance. It's a catch weight.
It's still a lot, because it's not like you're at Chub where it's like, okay,
it's actually been really easy. I got 4 pounds to go.
How do you do it without going crazy? Because we've seen fighters do that, and all of a sudden that last 2 pounds, you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a professional. I've done it a while, so I just choose not to. But me not having to cut weight normally, and I walk around at my weight class, it doesn't make it for a hard cut to come down. So I stay pretty lean, but I still always have a little bit that I can take off. So will I be doing it again after this fight? No. No, but it's not a difficult thing. I just choose not to.
So when you, for this fight, since you are cutting weight, and you said you have it under control, but what are the things you do differently in terms of like meal prep plans? Do you like, do calorie intakes differently because you're cutting weight, or is it the same as you usually do, business as usual?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still business as usual, but there is a little bit of things that you have to change according to how much you have to lose. So it hasn't been terrible, but of course you're gonna change the things on when you eat, and it's just little tweaks that you have to do in order to cut.
I was watching the videos during the press conferences and the pose downs, and you don't like her. I can tell that. And granted, I don't think she likes you. Like, when did this start? Like, all of a sudden, where you're like, "Oh, I really don't like you. You're really starting to piss me off here."
Oh man, she since the beginning of when I actually was trying to save her fight with Hardy that fell through, and I had just fought 2 weeks prior. I had offered me to save her fight because she was fighting Hardy at 35. And I offered to do a catch weight after I had just, cut into my fight that I did 2 weeks prior. I offered 140. And she said, "Oh no, you're not even in my level. You're not even on my level." Started her insults right then. That's been a year and a half, and it's just gotten progressively worse since. So finally, I agreed to cut some weight to shut her up finally.
Did you think it was going to escalate this much? Like, all of a sudden it went from 0 to 180, and she's just, there's almost, you guys were ready to start throwing hands at the press conference. I mean, were you surprised it escalated? Like, holy crap, this woman really, really just wants to fight. And it's not even the fight time yet.
I think that the way she dunked after she pushed me, said a lot, but I think I was surprised at how dumb she was to touch me, just because of what happened with my last fight. The last person that touched me, I did punch her in her face. I'm not, I'm a fighter first, but respect is a lot for me. And if you disrespect me, I do not have to have a contract to be able to punch you in the face. Like, don't touch me. That's a universal thing in weigh-in. Don't touch the other person. But she wants to act like that, and she's never acted like that before, so I'm obviously in her head. So it'll all come out and it'll be what it is on October 4th, and I can't wait.
We're definitely gonna go back to this in a bit. Take me back to the Hannah Rankin fight. Because you probably heard leading up to the fight, oh, Jessica Borga is going to get her ass kicked. This is a
Oh,
real boxer. This is a
yeah.
former world champion. Like, no, you're going to get it now. You're going to get it. So when you knocked her out, how much of it was vindication for you? Like, hey, look, I am a real fighter. Give me my credit. Give me my goddamn flowers.
Yeah, it was to an extent, but I know what I bring to the table. I have to, I guess, confirm it, and that was confirmation for me. But yeah, it showed. I think it showed how dangerous I am. But and that's what I was kind of surprised that she wanted to poke this bear afterwards. But sometimes some people need to be humbled, and I'll be happy to do that.
Were you surprised at how quickly and the way you beat her? Like, because I'm watching this over and over again, and she's throwing big looping punches. You figure, okay, she's going to tighten up. There's going to be a jab. There's going to be, she's going to literally use all her experience, and yet it's like, okay, wait a minute here. You're coming into my wheelhouse. You want to throw big looping shots, and I'll just stay right in the pocket and just fire quick, hard hooks.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a little bit different. I didn't expect her to come forward like that, but I'm okay moving backwards, obviously. I'm not gonna just stay in the pocket and allow someone to hit me. So, I have good movement when it comes to defending the punches, but I didn't expect her to come at me the way she did, and I didn't expect it to end that fast. She went the distance with Carlisha Shields, so I did expect her to be tough. But I mean, like I've said a number of times, I am different with the sport. I am a different breed in general, but when it comes to bare knuckle, I bring something different.
Do you feel you've gotten more respect from the boxing community since that fight? Not fans and writers, but more like fighters themselves, trainers, where all of a sudden you're walking in and people go, "Ooh, that girl can fight. Ooh, that girl is actually a fighter. She actually, this isn't just some wild Donnybrook, person who thinks she can fight. Like this girl can legit fight." Have people started to like recognizing like how good you are?
Yeah, a little bit, but I still think a lot of people just think it's like a fluke. Like I don't know why, because it's the third fight in a row that this is like it, and cutting my time in half. And I just started with boxing. Honestly, it's been like less than 2 years that I've been just boxing. So I'm just getting started and I'm getting better and better, but I don't think that they're giving me the credit yet that I deserve. And I think finishing her, even though I don't know. I think she's just been around a long time and has gained fans that are just, diehard fans, which I don't blame them for being diehard fans. But I do think that she's inflated a little bit. But it's going to be me telling the world once again who I am and defining who I am. And sometimes you just have to keep on proving it.
For how much do you feel disrespect in some ways? When, as you said, people are like, "Oh no, I can't believe that happened." And they're like, "Well, Hannah must have been just like she must have slipped on banana peel." Or wait a minute here, she probably drank the water. Oh yeah, it's like, does it bother you that there's still holdouts who are like, "God damn it, how did she do this?" There must have been a mistake. There must have been shenanigans.
Yeah, there's always going to be, and I think even after I beat Misfit, she's gonna have some excuse to, yeah, well, I was still bigger. I still came up in weight and she came down, but she was still bigger than me. There's gonna be some kind of excuse there. I'm sure she's great at excuses. And it does suck, I get defined a lot by being a pretty blonde, and that's where people lay their full focus on pretty much, unfortunately, and they forget that there's a beast inside. Some of the prettiest things in the world are the most deadly, so I feel like they are just defining me by one thing, and that's the worst thing they can do, really.
You said before that you're still new to the boxing thing. Before that, you did MMA. Before that, you then did kickboxing, Muay Thai. Then you've done bare knuckle
um,
boxing. How do
yeah,
you
only
how do
done
you make
really
it how do you make it fluid where you're in these different sports? Unlike a boxer who's done this for years, you're now still learning new stuff as you go along.
Yeah, I mean, I just did MMA before for like 10 years, but my school was jiu-jitsu and wrestling based, so I got lucky with a powerful punch, but the technique does come into play, and that's why I'm great. Like, I'm so happy that I'm with the team that I'm with. Like, they're incredible. I can't say better things about them. They just have the secret sauce when it comes to elevating your game, especially with bare knuckle boxing, because bare knuckle boxing is different than boxing. And, I proved that with my last one, but it wasn't much of a transition over for me. I feel more comfortable than I ever did in MMA and bare knuckle. And I'm just getting better with technique. So it's exciting to see how much I grow and how fast I'm growing.
So I gotta ask: is it you? You probably saw Taylor versus Serrano 3. It was an all female boxing card. Jake Paul is behind it. When you see that, is there a part of it that goes, "I want to do that. I want to fight in the big arenas. I want to fight Madison Square Garden"? Because I remember when you talked to me first when you fought Leigh McCourt, it was it was the fact that, hey, this was in all the way the SSC Arena. It's big crowds. People are going nuts. You feel the passion. Is that something when you saw the Taylor Serrano or you heard of it and you're like, I want to be a part of it. I want my chance.
Yeah.
I want to fight
Oh,
in a big crowd.
Oh yeah, yeah. The bigger the crowd, the more it excites me. I really get excited about like the big crowds. So yeah, the bigger the better. Like, this is the biggest crowd that they're gonna have to date in BKFC in Jersey. So it's like almost 18,000 in the arena, I believe. And that was like it was for my Bellator debut, which was amazing as well. So I love the big crowds. I feed off of them. I love entertaining. So yeah, now regular boxing. Am I interested in doing that? No, no,
Really?
not even a little bit.
Because
No.
I would have thought after the Rankin fight, like, hey, I could do this year.
Oh no,
Okay,
because
make it
I'm
happen.
showing
Me to
her.
me versus Amanda Serrano. Let's make it happen. Friggin' Madison Square Garden. God damn it,
Yeah,
Jake Paul, make the call. Just make
yeah,
the
but
call
that's
here.
not how it works because she's in my world. She's in bare knuckle boxing. So, I don't have any interest in going into the boxing world because I showed her the difference between bare knuckle boxing and boxing. And I enjoy bare knuckle boxing better than boxing. I
Why is
train
that?
with boxing gloves, so I
Ah,
I just prefer without gloves.
do you worry that you might get more injured because it is bare knuckles? So at least when you're fighting with a boxing glove, there is cushion, there's padding, so you don't have to worry. In theory, that you'll break your hand. In bare knuckle boxing, that can happen a lot because it's bone on bone, even with just some gauze and some tape.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I know it can happen, but I'm not worried about it. You get in there, you can't worry about stuff like that. You just get in there and fight. So you can't really worry about what's going to happen or what could happen, or that's not the fighter mindset. You have to be focused on the fight and how to win, and that's it.
Once again, it's going to be October 4th. It'll be BKFC 82, Jessica Borga versus Christine the Misfit Ferea. You said before that this is going to be, it's starting to pick up. And how much pride do you take in that? That all of a sudden bare knuckle boxing, because of you, in a small way, you've helped build this where all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're no longer in smaller venues, we're in bigger venues. We're no longer drawing like 2,000 people. We're drawing now, as you said, maybe 10,000, maybe 15,000. Is there a pride of it? Like, hey, I've helped build this to something that's coming along, or, a rise.
Yeah, I think it goes to all the fighters, honestly. All of us are really like we're true warriors when we get in there and we're there to entertain. And I think that we're doing a great job on doing that and getting the name out there. And the promotion itself is getting its name out very good, is doing the right things to do that. And I think I'm excited about it because it's really blowing up.
The one drawback is there's still a lot of people, and I've talked with family members, friends, other people, just in general. They don't want to see this. They don't want to see you and Foray because I don't want to see a girl get beat up. I don't want to see her with bloody blade nose. There is that that mantra where people like if two guys get beat up, hey, it's blood and guts, it's warrior. When you see a woman get beat up, though, it's like, ooh, that could be my daughter. That could be my sister. That could be my mother. I don't want to see my mother get beat up and bloodied. So, do you still see, hear that like, I just can't watch it. I don't want to see two pretty women get, their noses and jaws broken and bloodied.
Yeah, but that honestly annoys the crap out of me because they're saying that women are the lesser of the, it just, that's what it seems like. And I can't stand that.
I get
But
it. To you it sounds lesser. To others, it's like no, 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 no. It's just women. If men get hurt, well, screw them. It's just the men. If it's a woman, it's like no, that's our daughter. Can't hurt our daughter.
yeah,
No.
but this is what we love to do. So they got to think about it from the aspect of the athlete and look at like, okay, she's a warrior. She loves doing this. This is what she loves to do. So let's go watch and support someone loving to do what they do, whether they get hurt or not. You can do NASCAR, any of those. I mean, you have the chance of getting injured. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit more bloody, or could be more bloody with bare knuckle. So I mean, it's you pick your poison in life.
I get it. Could you watch your daughter do it, or would that be too much? Because as you said, it's your little princess. I didn't want to see anybody hurt your little princess. You'd be in like, I'm gonna kick that girl's ass. Screw that! Don't hurt my daughter. So,
I
as a
can't
mother, do
stand the
you
word
understand that?
princess. My daughter is a little savage, and I would love to, if she chose that, then I would be all for it. I'm different when it comes to that though. A lot of people are like, "Oh no, she's a little girl," but she's gonna be big enough to make that decision one day, and if she does, I will support her fully. And I'll be okay with watching. I mean, it's a different thing. It's protective, but it's different when you live the sport.
I know we just mentioned here, but you don't worry about what could happen, what should happen, what might happen, and you just go in there. I'm gonna, if I take damage, screw it, I'm gonna take damage here. This isn't about a sport where and this is more to the audience also. You don't play fighting. You play football. You play basketball. You play hockey. You play baseball. Nobody, plays boxing or wrestling or any combat sport, and we've seen it takes a toll. CTE, um, orbital bone damage, neurological damage. How do you put that out of your mind? Especially when we've seen, like fighters come out, we've seen Heather Hardy come out, we've seen even MMA fighters come out and go, yeah, I now have this and it's screwing up. And yet, as you said, you love this and you can't worry about what might happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, MMA, I took way more damage with MMA than bare knuckle boxing. And bare knuckle boxing, actually, whether people know it or not, is actually safer than MMA or regular boxing without as much head trauma. You see the cuts. Yeah, there can be broke bones. It's not as often, but it is safer. It's not, you don't get past the second round usually. A lot of people are not taking the head trauma that they would in a 10 and 12 round fight for boxing, or with knees and elbows in MMA. I took way more damage in MMA than I did in boxing, in bare knuckle boxing.
Getting back to bare knuckle boxing, I know when we talked about Bellator, we talked MMA. It was, hey, look, I love it, but the payout's not that great. They don't pay well in MMA, and in regular boxing, don't pay that well when you first start out. Are you happy with what BKFC is doing? I mean, are you happy with the payouts and the way that they are financially taking care of you compared to other sports?
I don't talk bad about the promotion I'm fighting for, but I don't think anyone is really getting, except for the big names, really getting good payouts right now. But I think that's going to change. I do think that it's growing, so it's right now in that stage where maybe they can't take care of people the way they want to take care of people right now. But I'm hoping that's going to change soon.
So how do you grow it without compromise? I mean, we've seen pro wrestling has sort of crept into in the last 2 decades, MMA and boxing, where hey, you gotta talk trash. Hey, you gotta go Instagram. Hey, you gotta do cute videos and TikTok videos and even maybe OnlyFans, and you gotta be an entertainer. And for I know traditionalists are like, God damn it, this is just no, this is fighting. This is pure sport. This is business. So for you, how do you handle that? Where it's like, okay, to be a bigger name, you got to play almost the entertainment game, the social media game, and the promotional game, even if sometimes it's cheesier than a Ritz cracker.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not big on building myself up something that I'm not. So I haven't really changed much of who I am. I feel like my fighting has speaks for itself really. And I think that me making a name as I am, in BKFC in general is good enough. But I do know that they love the show, and so far with BKFC, I almost haven't had an opponent besides the first two that I don't have an issue with, and it's not for show. This is me for real with them. So it's definitely getting the views and everything, and whether she's doing it for the views or not, whatever. But at this point, I just don't like her.
What's your take on it, just personally, as a fighter? Does it bother you that there has to be a show, or is it? Or if you come to the, for you, is it just okay? This is the way business is, and I just it sucks ass and swallows, but I gotta accept it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of accept the fact that everyone loves the show. Everyone loves the WWE part of it. It's entertainment, and I get that. But as a true fighter, which I think separates me from the people that just want to get the fame, I'm in it because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm in it because I love to fight. I'm not in it to um, mold myself into the individual they want me to be. So it's a little irritating, but I get it.
How many people get it? I mean, what you about this love? Because I'm guessing there's besides me in the past, there's been other people like, oh, you should do WWE. Look at you could be a star. You could have your own little toy. You could be in video games, or hey, hey, you can do boxing. I mean, and I get it. They are saying it out of a place of love, but as a fighter, you're like, God damn it, I'm a fighter. I'm not an entertainer. How much for you has it bothered you where there's still people who just don't get, look, this is who I am. I am a fighter. You can't make me into an entertainer. This is my passion is going into a bare knuckle boxing fight and pure fighting.
It's a little irritating, especially because I have been on WWE and it's just not my style. It was fun. I met some cool people, but it's just not my style. They do pay better, and so I kind of wish it was a passion of mine, but it's not. But it doesn't really bother me. If they want certain things or people to conform certain ways, all right, I can play the part. It's not a big deal to me, but I just prefer just to fight.
Final two questions, we'll let you go. We've talked in the past about how you juggle everything. You have basically five jobs. You're a content creator, you're a bare knuckle boxing fighter, you're a mother, you are a wife, you are a training partner, sometimes trainer. And this can just wear on people because all of a sudden you have all these things you got to do before you even walk out the door. It's like, God damn it, I'm exhausted. Does it get easier as time goes on to just compartmentalize and go, I'm going to do this, and this, and it's going to be fine? Or are there still days where you're just like, God damn, I'm overwhelmed. This is too much. I have too much on my plate.
I've gotten used to it. I'm also a business owner. I own my own business as well as my real estate and my own nonprofit organization for domestic violence survivors. So I do juggle a lot. Content creating is like at the very end of mine. I do not do much of it. It's more of a part-time thing. But being a mother and with three kids and a full-time athlete, those are my main ones, as well as my business and my nonprofit. So I've learned to juggle it well. There's, of course, you're human. You're going to get overwhelmed on certain days. It's just how you handle being overwhelmed. And I have a huge support system in my life that literally helps pick up the pieces to make everything easier in fight camp. And, my family, my husband, my coaches, they all, like, the team that I have, I'm extremely grateful for, because I probably wouldn't have it as easy and wouldn't be able to do it as well as I do without them.
Once again, October. It's going to be October 4th. It's going to be Newark, New Jersey, and as you said before, it's you versus Christine Ferea. She's 10-1. She has in bare knuckle boxing. She has a lot more experience with you, and
The
she is
smaller
younger.
girls.
So for this fight, how big is it for you? Just okay. I'm not gonna let her get under my skin. I know she's gonna play games. I know she's gonna try to do all these little tricks. I know she's gonna start something during the final weigh in, and just keep composure. Just focus on the fight. Treat this like it's another fight, not get wrapped up into, man, I want to just stomp a mud hole in her.
Oh, it doesn't. It's funny because people that talk smack doesn't phase me at all. It doesn't get under my skin like they think it's going to. She's trying to try to get me to be more aggressive and fight out of anger. And I've worked a long time on myself. And as it's shown in my other fight, if you try to pull that out of me, you're going to create the chaos that I do better in. So she's creating the environment by doing that I actually do better in. I'm calm in chaos. So she's creating that chaos that I do very well in. So it's their own downfall, just like it was with Hannah. She can do whatever she wants. I will not tolerate someone just touching me, though. I don't really, I don't, and she knows that. But I'm not gonna let someone walk all over me. But I'm also good at keeping my composure, especially in the fight. When it comes to fight night, it does not matter. You're in that ring with me, and there, it's on.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are proud to have on the show again. I give you, once again, the current featherweight champion for the BKFC, and she's going for the Bantamweight Championship October 4th for BKFC. I give you the Black Widow herself. I give you, it's Jessica Borga. So, Jessica, before I let you go, where can fans check you out at? Where is the Twitter, Instagram? There's probably a podcast, I bet. And where also can fans check out your nonprofit organization?
Yeah, on Facebook, if you go to my Instagram, even Black Widow Borga, TikTok, or everything's the same. Black Widow Borga, pretty much, except for my Facebook is Jessica Borga. But if you go to my Instagram, Black Widow Borga, the link has all my socials on it. Those are my only socials. There's a lot of fake ones out there, so make sure you guys are going there and with the verified accounts. But everything's on there. My nonprofit stuff, I have interviews on there. I have all my sponsors' information. So anything and everything you can find on me is on my link in my bio.
Jessica Borga, ladies and gentlemen, once again, always an honor and pleasure having you on the show. We come back. We got a lot more going on here. Only on, it's Last Call. Last Call of the Alcohol, only on the lastcallpodcast.com.